Good evening, everyone. I hope you are all in happy and healthy condition because today I'm going to share with you, especially for you ladies, the importance of health, especially hormonal health, sexual health, since we are young and up to when we have a menopausal um, syndromes. So in the next around 30 minutes, I'm going to explain what cause some hormonal imbalance and how we can help slowing down this aging process, this menopause, especially for ladies. Okay. So it is quite common. Eventually, sexual health is the number one most common health issues in women. It happens due to the hormonal imbalance. So as we age, especially as ladies ages, we tend to have different changes in different situations, especially like in pregnant women, breastfeeding, for girls when they reach the puberties, these hormonal changes and sometimes imbalance happens. So what are the causes of this hormonal imbalance in women? There are several things that can affect the hormonal imbalance. First is definitely aging. When we reach up to 25 years old, our body starts to degrade eventually. And then when ladies reach 48 years old, especially, it goes down the hill very quickly. So all things, the metabolism, how body works, sometimes affect the immune system as well, all the hormone, how it works, the regeneration speed, everything goes down, and it happens in quite fast speed. So it also happens in male, but usually male have a bit slower. And then stress. Stress is the most common factor that affect the hormonal imbalance. It could be stress from work, stress from daily life, the routines, many things. Toxins can come from everywhere. It can come from food, for example, too much additives, too much food ingredients that are chemicals, basically. And then toxins can come from the things that we wear, that we use, for example, like skincare, also can cause toxicity. And then environment, pollution, they can cause toxins to our body. And next is unhealthy diet. So how we eat, what we eat really affects the body works. So every food that comes into our mouth, it's 70% affecting our whole health. So it is important to pay attention to what we eat and how we eat them. Lack of sleep is also cause of hormonal imbalance. So to those of you who have insomnia, trouble with sleeping, snoring, or sleep apnea, then you should get some help and try to regulate better sleep. And in thyroid issues, it's also common both in men and women. So this thyroid can cause different kinds of symptoms. For example, joint pain, uncontrollable weight gain, even increasing in heart rates. Sometimes hyper or hypothyroid can cause the different symptoms. So this gland helps with managing all the the other hormone and enzyme production in our body, but sometimes the gland doesn't work as it should be. Diabetes, this is also one of the non-communicable disease, a disease caused by unhealthy lifestyle. So too much sugar, too much fat, also not so good for our body. And another thing is pregnancy. So during pregnancy, so much things happen physically, mentally, metabolically, everything's happen. So for those of you who have gone through pregnancy, the hormonal imbalance will diabetes. Diabetes is caused by insulin insensitivity. So sometimes in our body, when we cannot regulate better the production of insulin, a kind of hormone that digests sugar in our body, produce too much. So what happens when there are too much insulin in our body and not enough sugar in our blood? So the total sugar in our blood going down, going low. And what we feel is another hormone comes up, ghrelin. This hormone gives us the signal that makes us feel hungry, sometimes craving for something sweet, most importantly. And another thing, when there is too much insulin in our blood circulation, and when it comes in a very long time, for prolonged time, it can decrease the production of sex hormone binding globulin. And that's why it will increase the production of testosterone and estrogen. Testosterone is actually a hormone for male reproduction. Female use estrogen and progesterone mostly. So there are too much testosterone in our body, eventually cause lower production of follicular stimulating hormone and also luteinizing hormone. These two hormones are the hormones that act for for the menstrual cycle. So when we don't have a balance in hormone of this sexual hormone, then it can cause poor or no ovulation. There is no eggs produced, and sometimes women have difficulty to maintain weight. So when you have tried to lose weight for several times with different methods, and you think that there is nothing seems to work for you, maybe you should get your hormone balance checked. Okay, so I think the endocrinologist can help you with checking the hormone balance. So what happens if we have high level of testosterone? With the high level of testosterone, there will be some visible characteristics appear since early childhood. So in girls, mostly will have troublesome acne. It's big, it's reddish, it's never stop. And oily skin with big pores. And hirsutism or hair overgrowth. Usually you can see a visible mustache in ladies. Aggression is another characteristic, is more aggressive. And in women, the adult women usually, many ladies will have problems with PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. So sometimes you don't have eggs produced. Sometimes there are too much of endometriums in the uterus. Sometimes it can cause a cyst. in your uterus as well, and it's painful. And it also causes many women have trouble with pregnancy or infertility. And although they can get pregnant, but it's likely really hard to get pregnant. High testosterone can also cause depression, increase stress in women, cause irregular cycle, menstrual cycle, lack of well-being, increase level of cholesterol, and in elderly women, those who already have menopause syndrome, can cause insulin resistance. So as we age, our insulin function is not as good as before. And when we don't have enough control to our diet, especially a healthy diet, when we eat too much fat or too much sugar, then ladies will tend to have insulin resistance and also can cause some heart disease. So we actually need this hormone testosterone, but in small amount. And also sometimes in older ladies can cause baldness or hair loss. And lastly is weight gain and mood swing. Okay, so how to rebalance our hormone? We do have a great product, a very simple product that you can use from Unicity that can help rebalance your metabolism. So it will rebalance your hormone level. So there are only 2 products and some additional that help with targeting specific problem, especially for ladies. We have talked about fasting with Unicity Feel Great. So 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating windows. The 2 products are Unimate with BIOS Life C or Unimate with BIOS Life S. I will talk briefly about this because we've already discussed about this for several times for now. And this is a summary for you as a refreshment. During the 16-hour fasting, our body will tend to burn more fat, utilizing the fat, the extra fat in our body and turn them into energy. So it helps with giving us more energy. We don't eat anything, food or drinks that have calories, but you do need to drink water, the 0-calorie one. Very low calorie beverage, which is Unimate. Yes, you can take them. If you have a gastric problem, you can reduce with 12-hour fasting and 12-hour eating window. Okay, so during this 8-hour eating window, you just eat like normal. It doesn't mean that you can eat more or eat whatever and how much you want. Just eat in normal portion. Usually for ladies, we'll need around 1,500 to 1,000 calorie per day. And for men, we'll need around 1,800 to 2,200 kilocalorie per day. So you eat around that calorie and then can eat during the 8 hours or 12 hours of eating window. Before each meal, especially the big meal, take BIOS Life S or C+. And favorably, you only have 2 main meals per day. So there are only 2 big meals and the other meals are small ones. And then eating instant or processed food is not suggested. So you should have a healthy eating pattern with balanced diet, nutrient content, provide some carbohydrate, complex carbohydrate source, protein source with some fruits and some vegetables. You can also take some dairy goods. The dairy goods are mostly the skim or the reduced fat or the low fat. Hopefully help the reset the whole body system. When you do fasting, you have more energy because the fat is burned. You are entering a fat burning zone. During that fat burning zone, the extra energy can help speed up the recovery or the regeneration of your body cells. With the regeneration of body cells getting better, so as well as the overall metabolism, overall organ will work better. And that's why when you do this feel great fasting, you need to pay attention to the sufficiency of the nutrients that you need daily. So when you do this, also top up with other nutrients, other supplements that can help you provide with nutrients. So for example, if you want to take a meal replacement, you can have the LC or the complete nutrient meal replacement and high amount of protein, because protein is the building blocks of your body cell. So your body will need a lot of protein to regenerate the cells. And don't forget to complete your nutrient needs with core or with daily produce. So you know that you won't lack any kind of nutrients throughout the day. Okay, so this is with the Feel Great. Another product that can help with alleviating the symptoms of high testosterone, and especially for ladies who have undergone premenopause or menopause, take Injuvenate. There are 7 great ingredients in Injuvenate that helps with hormonal balance. Okay. Injuvenate is usually taken by women or men that are around 35 years old or more. And first ingredient that helps with hormonal balance is rice bran. In Japan, they use a lot of the outer layer of the rice bran because it contains high amount of antioxidant and it gives the anti-aging effects on skin. Gamma oryzanol is the active ingredients that is extracted from the rice bran. So the gamma oryzanol available in Injuvenate. It helps regulate the hormone levels and also managing the aging-related symptoms, especially the premenopausal symptoms. Okay. Other active ingredient is the tribulus and maca. It is been used widely as food addition and as in medicine, especially the traditional medicine. And it is natural remedy for fertility, increasing the libido, and also getting back your hormonal balance. Maca usually used to provide extra power. So it gives a booster, a kind of booster, and helps to alleviate the symptoms of menopause. For example, the hot flashes, the trouble sleeping. When people start with premenopause, sometimes feels hot flashes, trouble with sleeping, sometimes also feel dryness on skin, irregular cycle. So many uncomfortable signs happens. And tribulus help with mood enhancer, providing more energy and more stamina. So this is also good for both male and female. You can, both male and female can take Injuvenate. Okay. So that's why it is good to start taking the Injuvenate once you are 35 years old or above. Because remember, since we enter 40 years old, everything will goes steeply, goes down steeply. The how our body works, the metabolism and everything, the aging process especially. Okay. And then also in enjuvenate, there is an active ingredient called GABA. So gamma aminobutyric acid help in reducing the stress level. So we feel more relaxed, we can sleep better, have more restful sleep and healthy sleep cycle. Another ingredients that helps with rebalancing your hormone is the ubiquinol coenzyme Q10. It is a natural ingredient available in our body. It is a fat-soluble vitamin-like compound in our body, produced in the body and all in our cells. It is an antioxidant, basically, so it helps reducing the oxidative stress. The oxidative stress can come from free radicals. For example, free radicals are available from the pollution, the smoke, and then from sunshine, from our gadgets. They expose some free radicals that are harmful. So the antioxidant help reduce the oxidative stress from these free radicals. Ubiquinol is also used for energy production. It helps with burning fat, turning more fat into energy. Helps to modulate the inflammation response, especially when there is a disease or pathogenic things getting inside our body. And this is also a potent regulator for gene expression. So it's available and it's used by our DNA. So what happens when our body undergoes an oxidative stress? So I'm talking about this free radical effect. There will be low of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormones, the hormones that are used for regular menstrual cycle in ladies. So ladies will tend to have irregular menstrual cycle that leads to infertility. But a study has shown that 150 milligrams of ubiquinol coenzyme Q10 supplementation each day with some antioxidant or, for example, the vitamin E can actually reverse the condition. It increases the total FSH and also LH in our body and improve fertility and have a better menstrual cycle. Okay. So what is the special feature of our Unicity ubiquinol CoQ10? It is in a form of ubiquinol, which is a better form to be absorbed by our body. It is important substance to help with energy production, and it is a good potential antioxidant, regulate the gene expression. It helps restore the reproduction hormones, reduce the pressure in the compression heart or lower total blood pressure. It helps with stimulating the natural immune system, slowing the sign of aging due to the oxidative stress, the effect of free radicals. And so that in summary, on top of taking just supplements, what we can do is having a healthy lifestyle. So what does a healthy lifestyle look like? Take plenty of fruit and vegetables each day because fruits and vegetables also contributes with antioxidant, vitamins, minerals, and many kinds of nutrients that our body needs. Have some complex carbohydrates. You can enjoy bread, rice, potatoes, pasta, other starchy food. Just have any carbs food that are more complex in carbohydrates, so not really ultra processed, not really instant or processed food. Take some dairy food. You can have milk, yogurt, cheese, because they are also a good source of nutrient for our body. And for adults, take some skim or the reduced fat one or the low fat one. Eat some meat, fish, eggs, bean, because they are good source of protein, and we do need a lot of protein for regenerating our body cells, because protein is the building block of cells. So prioritize taking protein, and protein also can help you with burning fat too. Just take a small amount of food that drinks that high in fat and sugar. So if you would like to have some snack food, try to enjoy snack food that are lower in sugar, lower in fat, and also lower in salt. It is good. So just enjoy a small amount, food that are too sweet or too oily or too salty. And stay physically active. Okay. In summary, to rebalance our hormone, we can do fasting with Feel Great. So 16 hours of fasting with Unimate and 8 hours of eating window, or 12 hours fasting and 12-hour eating, and help with add some supplements that help restore the hormonal imbalance. The two supplements are Enjuvenate and ubiquinol coenzyme Q10. You can also add Daily Produce 24 or Core Health each day to help with sufficient nutrient needs, meeting nutrient needs. So these two products are really potential antioxidant. They help with fighting the effect of free radical, the oxidative stress. You can take any kinds, any style of fasting. So 4-4-12, 12-12, 16-8, as long as you are comfortable with it. The basic thing for fasting is to enter a fat burning zone. So we utilize more fat to produce more energy and gives the whole body more energy to function more properly. Okay, you can take these supplements when you break your fast. So during that 8 hours windows or 12 hours windows of eating, during fasting, you can only take Unimate or chlorophyll powder because they are very low calorie beverage or no calorie. Okay, the rest of the supplements you can also take during the fasting time, the capsules, the tablets, but not for the powder ones, because usually the powder ones have some calories on it, as like LC, Hawaiian Health, probably Enjuvenate, collagen, they still do have calories. So make sure that when you fast, you take only Unimate or chlorophyll powder. Okay, if you still got any questions, you can contact either Claudia or me through our email. So yep, that's around 30 minutes. Thank you very much. If you still have questions, you can write it down for now. Maybe we will wait for 2 or 3 minutes if there are questions. I think there is no questions for tonight. Yeah, we talk mostly about women's health. And next week, the next 2 weeks, yeah, there will be other training by Claudia. We'll talk more about how this Feel Great system can help us for different health targets. So this time we talk about for ladies, women's health, and let's find out what are the targets, what other health targets that can help you with the Feel Great system. Thank you. Have a good evening, everyone. See you again.